Alright, let's see how long I've been playing. Oh crap. Yeah guys, it's time for an impression video. Hey, this is Mike with Mike Mobile Gaming, and I'm here to talk to you about Last Cloudia. This game is awesome. It's had me playing for the last 50 hours, and I am enjoying the hell out of it. From its beautiful graphics to its exquisite music, from its lush landscapes to the anime-esque designs of the characters to the pixel art in battle. Like, it has it all. It hits you right in the nostalgia with its Tales of Destiny, Star Ocean's second story, side-scrolling fighting. When talking about games of this nature, I like to rate them by 5 factors, and those factors are graphics, gameplay, story, fun factor, and pay to win this, because this is a gotcha after all. So let's check it out. What to say about the Last Cloudia graphics? They're pretty amazing. From the pixel art, in-game character designs, to their anime-esque portraits, to the sprawling landscape of the map, to the different environments that take place in the different areas in the stages, they really took a lot of time and effort to make sure that everything felt unique and fun. From the particle effects of the spells through the summons. It is all well crafted and engaging, and it's just really a treat to watch. So from a graphic standpoint, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. You know, I like the monster models and their spells and abilities. It is definitely a visual masterpiece, and it deserves to be pointed out. From these giant meteors falling out of the sky, parts of the map have an Aurora Borealis on it. It is just, it's well done. It's well crafted. There's just no way around it. There's really no shade to be thrown. It deserves the bit of praise that I'm going to give it. Last Claudia's music is well composed and crafted to fit the tone of the game. It's very rare that I've played a game that I've grinded for so long, and I can still listen to the background music without having to shut it off. From the voice acting is excellent, other than that one infamous, waifu who, if you could mute her, you probably would. But the music really is a testament. It brings the game to life in a lot of ways. It really sets the mood and the tone, and it's not annoying while you're grinding. So given those factors, I would say it's a 4 out of 5 for sure. Now the gameplay, this is where the game really shines. Beyond the fun of watching the battles, it's the character progression and the character building that really, really pulls you in. Because unlike other games, and gachas specifically, that suffer from this horrible power creep, this game, the characters are basically boilerplates and templates, and you can build them into whatever you want. Yes, some might be warriors, some might be sorcerers, but because of the arc system, you can just teach any characters any skills and make them whatever you want. If you have a warrior, you want to make him a healer, go ahead. You want to make a healer into a physical DPS, why not? The sky's the limit when it comes to your characters, but the meat and potatoes of this are the arcs. The arcs are artifact type equipment that you put on a character that allows them to learn the skills of the arc. And the arc cost is directly tied to how many runs that you can do in the game. And this is a great system because if you take off the arcs, it allows you to farm money and experience pretty much infinitely, and that's a breath of fresh air when it comes to the genre of gacha games. Beyond just having the arcs and the character setup, each character has a multi-part story that you get to follow to learn more about them. In full-on JRPG fashion, also there are shops to go to and gears to buy. There's accessories. There is side quests and hidden treasure and fairies to capture. There's just so much robust things to do that the gameplay really shines. Like, there's just so many different activities to take your attention, you know, from just mundane grinding. So also A+ for that. Oh, and if you are a fan of combo counters, Last Cloudia has that too. And it's not just there for show. There are abilities that increase your damage based on your combo meter. So for our fighting game God of War aficionados out there, you know, that's just a little icing on the cake to just keep things super interesting. When it comes to gameplay, I think the game deserves a 4.5 out of 5. Mostly on the strength that you don't have to summon every character that comes out in order to enjoy the game, and the more you invest in a character is the more that they reward you. You know, and that says a lot to playing a game long term. That you don't have to stop everything you're doing and summon the next best thing, and you can just build the guys that you want and the character models that you enjoy and play the game and have fun. The fun factor is where the game has me, and in my opinion it's a straight up 5 of 5. Like, the way that you build your characters and then get to watch them perform with all the crazy insanity that's happening in a lot of the stages, plus those strategies that you need to beat the bosses and such, really bring the game together in a way that keeps you wanting to play. And that's exactly how I logged this 50 hours plus. You know, it's not just you build your characters and hack and slash. You definitely have to take it out of auto mode when you're doing harder content and switch around real fast and make characters cast spells while other ones do certain attacks. You have to use tactics, maybe put some guys in the corner so you can lock them down so they don't cast a spell to wipe your party. And it creates a really dynamic, fun experience. You know, it's not really the same old, just boring, okay, my character's on auto, this guy's gonna do his ultimate, and this guy's gonna do his special, and they're just gonna do that and attack, and then it's just gonna be over. Like, the same fights don't always play out the same way, which really makes you have to pay attention to the game. And we know we're talking about the harder content. Once your characters get to a certain strength level, or you have really strong friend units, you know, normal grinding is just whatever. But when it comes to doing the daily dungeons and the Transcendent Gate over the weekend and the bosses that come with the events, there is a level of strategy that you need to have, or certain characters, or not really characters, but certain abilities, and maybe certain specials or ultimates, depending on how your team comp is put together. And it puts the fun factor through the roof. So in the state that the game is right now, it's just fun. It's just fun. You know, it's fun to watch. It's fun to control. It's fun to theory craft and talk to your friends about character builds and, you know, different kind of techniques you want to use to progress through the game. It's fun to find hidden treasures. Like, if you buy out all the items in the stores, some stores pop up extra items. You know, they have built a lot of different avenues to just enjoy yourself while playing the game. And I think this is the thing that shines the most when it comes to Last Cloudia. Now, you can't talk about gacha games without talking about the dreaded pay-to-win, free-to-playness of the game, because games can be made or broken just on this fact alone. And I'm happy to say that although all gacha games have some kind of level of pay-to-win, because there's packages that you could use to level your characters a little bit faster, or to get through their skill trees a little bit faster, when it gets to the high-end stuff, you have to grind. You have to grind to get it done. There is no real shortcut. other than a whole bunch of RNG. And there's not many things you can spend money on that will give you a big advantage other than more summonings to get more arcs that you need to still have to put on your characters and grind. There's no like thing you can buy that will instantly teach you stuff. There's nothing you can buy that will raise the rates of how you get your skills onto your characters. So really the only advantage you get is being able to have whatever characters you want and the arcs that come out immediately. That's by throwing money at it. That's pretty much the only way to really get ahead through, you know, a big wallet. So it still keeps everybody on a similar playing field. Like some people might get there faster, but being free to play, you can still get there with relative ease. And that's kind of a breath of fresh air, because playing a lot of gachas, you know, some gachas, once you wallet foo, it's over. Or because of the state of characters and power creep, if you get the newest characters, then you're always a step ahead. But to be honest, one of the best characters in the game is just free to play. A story character that you get, and they're a mage, and you hook them up, and you win. And I like that because, you know, even though I do like to pay money into games that I'm playing, it's not fun when there's just this tier of people who could just in God mode all the time because of wallets, you know. And I really enjoy that aspect of the game. It keeps it down to a minimum. There isn't a lot of bunch of crazy stuff you can buy with money that, you know, there's no like special bonus EXP ups or special rate up this or faster level that. And as long as those kind of packages stay out of the game, excellent. So as far as, I don't think that there's really a good number valuation like 1 of 5 or 2 of 5 for pay to win this. So I'm going to value it as fair. You know, it's not broken and it's not lackluster that people who want to, you know, invest a lot more money get nothing for it. But it has a nice balance that will keep the free to play community and the pay to play community happy with what's going on. In conclusion, I think if you like JRPGs, you like gachas, then Last Cloudia might be the game for you. If you found this video helpful or you just enjoyed what I had to say, can you please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, leave comments in the bottom if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, still leave comments. Tell me how I can do it better so I can produce better videos next time. You know, most data is a win anyway. And as we say in the Mike mobile community, keep grinding. Peace.